wow, Onyx, your hair is so cool today.
Oh, thanks.
What did you do exactly? I mean, it looks so intricate.
No. I just twisted it.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday you had a different style than today, you know. It looks so great. Like, can I touch it?
No, I prefer if you don't touch my hair.
Okay, well, see you later.
What is this fascination with non-African people wanting to touch African hair? Mostly when we are in non-African spaces and we do something really African with our hair, there's those people who want to reach out and touch your hair, and as they're asking you, their hands are getting closer and closer and closer. If you work or you move or you're in mainly non-African situations, you're gonna get those comments and you're gonna get asked that question, especially if you have your hair in a natural hairstyle. And some of us, when approached with that situation, may not handle it to the best of our ability because we don't want to be seen as some sort of angry black woman who's antagonistic or who is defensive and who wants to beat people up. And in many cases, if we are in non-African spaces, our demeanors are somewhat taken as antisocial or difficult. When you are not allowing yourself to be touched on or allowing those sort of intimate type of exchanges to happen to you, then you may be misconstrued. I think that a lot of us may find it difficult to say to someone who wants to touch our hair, hell no. And I'm offended that you even asked to do that. Some of us handle that situation a little bit better than others. Now, there are negative feelings toward this, I think, for myself and a lot of other African women who feel like, no, you can't touch my hair. I don't want to touch yours, and I don't want you to touch mine. And some people even go so far as to just go ahead and touch it and ask you afterwards, is it okay if I touch your hair while they're touching it? And it's really an unnerving experience. African people have experienced a historical oppression where their bodies and their personage was not their own, where they were treated like pieces of property instead of like human beings. So here we are, where we have power to a certain degree to say, no, you cannot touch me because I am not a pet. I am not something that you need to explore. And no, you cannot put your hands on my hair because you want to feel how it feels. Why is there a need for someone to touch our hair, and what is it that they're hoping to get out of that experience? Do they just want to see that it feels spongy, or what is their fascination with it? I asked the question, but it's a rhetorical question because I really don't care about the answer. The only thing that I care about is our right to not have people come in our face and ask us if they can touch our hair. And the very fact that somebody can just walk up to you and ask you such a question is a clear indication that there's still a level of superiority, I would say. A level of superiority that somebody can just come up and just say, I'm going to touch a grown person's hair. There was an incident that happened with Justin Bieber and Esperanza Spalding were in an interview together after an award show. Justin Bieber kind of forcefully had his hand around her waist and kind of pulled her down to sit with him, and he was really close in her face and he started petting her hair.
The chair was so small.
Never met.
Tell me about how you're feeling about each other and what
I
you
like
expect
your hair.
about it.
I like you. Everybody likes your hair.
Your hair is so cool though.
Thank you.
The look in Esperanza's face was like she was about to cut him. So anybody who's watching this video who has ever asked that question who's not African, please check yourself before you even go to ask something like that. Refrain from doing so. If you do not have a personal relationship with somebody where you would have already touched her hair or his hair, then you shouldn't ask the question if you're not close enough to do that. Honestly, people who can touch my hair don't have to ask me to touch my hair. Point blank, period. While we may laugh at pictures like this, I think it's very apropos that if somebody were to touch one of our hair, that might be one of our reactions, and it would be an appropriate reaction. If you touch me, I'm gonna touch you. Have you ever been asked that question? And if so, how did you handle it?